Hello students, my name is Amrita Devi and in this video we will learn about sustainable management of natural resources. Natural resource management is the discipline of managing natural resources such as land, water, soil, plants and animals with a focus on how management affects current and future generations' quality of life. Deforestation is a major concern across the globe as it leads to depletion of one of the most important natural resources, that is our forests. There are many efforts taken by local communities to prevent deforestation. And this is something which has been done for centuries. तो चलिए देखते हैं ऐसे ही एक कहानी के बारे में. The year was 1726 and Abhay Singh of Marwar had gained control of the village of Khejri in the district of modern-day Jodhpur in Rajasthan. 4 साल बाद in 1730 he dispatched one of his ministers Giridhar Bhandari to collect wood to be used in the construction of a new palace. Some sources also report that the Marwars intended to burn the trees to create light. Regardless of the intended purpose, Bhandari and his entourage of soldiers arrived at a place called Jehanad, where they demanded access to the village's trees. Led by a woman named Amrita Devi Bishnoi, the villagers refused to surrender their trees to the Raja's soldiers. Amrita stated that the Khejri trees were sacred to the Bishnois and her faith prohibited her from allowing the trees to be cut down. अब स्थिति गंभीर हो रही थी. The Marwar party offered to leave the village's Khejri tree alone in exchange for a bribe. However, this was seen as a grievous insult to the Bishnoi faith and Amrita announced that she would rather die than allow the trees to be cut down. She and her family began hugging the Khejris, shielding the trees with their own bodies. Angered by this, the Marwars beheaded Amrita and 3 of her daughters before beginning to cut down the trees. News of the ongoing desecration of the Khejri trees in Jehanad quickly spread among Rajasthan's Bishnoi population. In all, Bishnois from 83 villages began to travel to Jehanad in an attempt to save the trees. And एक council बिठाई गई ये decide करने के लिए कि इस situation में अब क्या करना चाहिए. The council's decision was that each Bishnoi volunteer would lay down their life to defend one of the threatened trees. Older people went forward first, with many of them being killed as they hugged the Khejris. Seeing this as an opportunity, Giridhar Bhandari claimed that the Bishnoi were only sending forward people whom they thought were useless to be killed. In response, younger men, women and children began to hug the trees, resulting in many of them being killed as well. In all, 363 Bishnois were killed while protecting the trees. Shocked by the passive resistance of the Bishnois, Abhay Singh recalled his men and personally travelled to the village to apologize for his minister's action. He decreed that the village would never again be compelled to provide wood for the kingdom. The village was later renamed Khejri and the site of massacre became a place of pilgrimage for the Bishnoi faith. The effort had a long-term impact on environmental advocacy and the massacre later became known as a precursor to the 20th century Chipko movement. The government of India also instituted an award called the Amrita Devi Environment Protection Award, recognizing the sacrifice of Amrita Devi. The government of India has declared the day of massacre, which was 11th September, as National Forest Martyrs Day. We will learn more about such interesting efforts to save our natural resources in our Inclass section. Till then, goodbye and take care.